Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and Happy New Year. I hope it was a great one celebrating with your friends and family. It is January 1st, 2024 as of filming this. And let's get the year started right. Let's get our smells in order with 10 awesome fragrance recommendations that are going to have you smelling right this new year in 2024. First up, an easy choice, one that's perfect for everyday use, Sauvage Parfum. Kind of go back and forth between the EDP and the Parfum being my favorite. This one is a little bit more of a refined take on that fresh shower gel and Ambroxan peppery smell that you get from the EDT. A little bit of more thickness, depth that you'd expect with a Parfum flanker. Works really well in the cooler months. I get stellar performance here. It does have a little bit more of a class and elegance than the EDT. Maybe doesn't project as far, but lasts a good long amount with the high oil concentration of the Parfum. If you like the fresh Ambroxan scent profile, if you like, just smelling fresh and clean with a little bit of class added in there, check out Sauvage Parfum. If you're a fan of the scent DNA, I think you're going to really enjoy the Parfum concentration. The next one up we have is one that has really, really grown on me every time I wear it. I really love this fragrance right now. This is Ralph Lauren Ralph's Club Elixir. I always have a dang fingerprint whenever I show these bottles. Yikes. Oh well. All right, Ralph's Club Elixir, guys. This is a really beautiful powdery type fragrance. It's got this orris root, which is the root of the iris flower. So it doesn't come off as maybe sparkly and effervescent as a Prada L'Homme would. It's definitely more of like an earthier, deeper, more rooty type smell to the iris here. A bit of this cardamom spice that adds this evening character to it as well. Definitely one that is better, more used for like dressier, classier, more suit and tie type situations. Although I do wear this with a hoodie all the time just because I love the way it smells. And this one retails for $140. I don't suggest that you pick it up for that price. I think paying $140 for a designer is just too much. To each their own, obviously. I was able to pick this up for $103 at a one-day sale that Macy's was running. So maybe if you have your eye on this fragrance, I don't see it at any discounters and I haven't seen it come up at any gray market websites at all, unfortunately. Maybe keep your eyes out for that one-day sale if it comes back for the $103 price. That is the best price that I've ever seen this go for, and definitely was worth it for me personally at that $103 price for the 75 ml Parfum concentration. And what else can I say about this? Just a really beautiful iris fragrance. You have to be a fan of the iris, more like earthy iris fragrances to enjoy this one. But I love the Parfum and I really love the Elixir as well. I think this bottle is stunning, minus my little fingerprint there. Sorry about that. Ralph's Club Elixir is going to be my next recommendation for 2024. All right, next up we have one that's kind of a forgotten fragrance at this point. This is Bulgaris BLV, or I've heard people call this Bvlgari Bleu. This is also a very powdery fragrance that is not iris based. Other florals going on, can't remember exactly what notes, but there's a lot of floral notes that combine here to add to create this like fresh fragrance that's very powdery at the same time. So definitely more of a unique fragrance. Don't have anything that smells like this. If you're a fan of florals, especially more masculine floral type fragrances, check out Bvlgari Bleu. You're definitely going to stand out, and I'd be shocked if there's anybody wearing this around you. Definitely has a very appealing scent profile while changing it up quite a bit with the texture and like the sort of blend that Bvlgari has created with Bleu. All right, next one up. I'm noticing we kind of have a lot of iris here, but that's okay because I love iris. I know a lot of you guys do too. This is Bleu Noir Parfum. A lot of suede in here as well that kind of caught me off guard when I first smelled it, in addition to the iris. So the suede, I wasn't quite sure about it. Suede is a note that can be a little bit challenging, and it may be challenging for you as well. But I would say give yourself a little bit of time, let this one grow on you, and just give it a couple wearings. It probably took me to maybe my fourth or fifth wearing for me to really start to appreciate and enjoy this fragrance, and I'm at a point now where I really do enjoy it. Also, it's much better for the cooler months. This is definitely not one that I would wear in the summer. Love the way that it comes across in the cold winter air and also in the evening time. Definitely more of a situational fragrance, works really well, more dressed up, as well as I think Iris fragrances tend to work better in more formal situations. This one is no different, but the quality here that you get is very excellent and similar to Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Uomo Intense, these Gentleman EDP from Givenchy. So you get a similar style to those fragrances for a little bit less money, but the quality is on point, if not better, to be frank. Bleu Noir, the Parfum concentration. I also really like that you can see the liquid in this one, which you cannot in the others. Next one up we have is from Carolina Herrera. This is Carolina Herrera's 212 VIP Black. Love the gradient black bottle here. Really strong magnetic cap. You could definitely pick this one up by the cap. This one's more of like a clubbing style fragrance and different than your typical like 1 Million or Eros, which is really heavy on, tonka bean, or really heavy on like the orange grapefruit type smell that you get from the 1 Million. You get an absinthe note here and a little bit of like this black licorice vibe. So really strong projector, really kind of a sweet fragrance, but done in a different way with the prominent absinthe note. And if you're not a big fan of black licorice candy, you could still try this one out. I let my brother smell this, and he is not a big fan of black licorice at all. Jägermeister, he does not like that at all, but he smelled this, and he did enjoy the way it smelled, despite not enjoying the black licorice candy in the food form. So you may be in the same boat. I really like the bottle style presentation here. This was definitely a love at first sniff, perfect for going out if you're looking for a fragrance for that in a more like absinthe boozy type of a DNA. Check out 212 VIP Black. A lot of black bottles here as well. This next one up is currently my favorite fragrance in my collection. I've been wearing it a lot, been loving every second of it. Mancera's Black Gold. I got this for a crazy deal. Fragrance Buy was buying buy one get one 25% off, so I got OG Vray, 60 or 50 ml of that for $60, and then this was a tester for $55 and at the time, and I ended up getting it for $40, so I really scored on this one. And yeah, just sharing my experience. I think that may have come off a little bit like bragging, so sorry if it sounded like that. That was not my intention. Just really excited to own this one at a really great price. Sometimes you get a fragrance at a really good price that you really love, and you can't believe the deal you got, and you got to share your experience, right? So that's all I'm trying to do. Anyway, what's it smell like? It's a fragrance that combines dark nuances with like fresh aquatic nuances. So TLTG said that this kind of smells like a niche Acqua di Gio Profumo, which I definitely understand. It's got a really nice lavender cleanliness. It's got this violet leaf kind of freshness, aromatic freshness, right? But it also has a very prominent incense, kind of dark, like patchouli type smell going on as well. So it's really a beautiful blend of both fresh and dark incensey nuances mixed together. Very masculine and very versatile at the same time. You can wear this pretty much every situation, day or night. Lasts a long time, high quality like you get with Mansera. This is one of the magnetic cap ones. Love the bottle, love the smell. This is my favorite fragrance in my collection currently, Mancera Black Gold. Next one up we have is a clone that I'm just so happy to have. It is stunning. It is absolutely stunning. Weird bottle, but the smell is incredible. This is Lattafa Vintage Radio. This is a clone of Initio Paragon, and I've been looking for a clone of Paragon for a while because I wanted to get my nose on the scent profile, and from the people who own Paragon that I've been watching online, they say that this one is really close representation. So you have to be a fan of sandalwood to enjoy this fragrance, because I do pick up a lot of that sandalwood. This is currently my favorite sandalwood fragrance. It's got also this plum fruitiness that adds a little bit of nuance, and this Palo Santo note that is a wood that is less used than typical. Usually it's like a cedar or sandalwood only, but the Palo Santo really adds a little bit of nuance and adds a little bit of like flavor to the woodiness going on here. A very fresh, woody type fragrance, very fresh sandalwood. Sandalwood can come off a little bit creamy. There definitely is a creaminess here. So if you're looking for a woody, fresh sandalwood fragrance with a nice plum note in there to add a little bit of nuance, that's basically what you get with Vintage Radio. Excellent fragrance. I really highly recommend it if you even enjoy sandalwood a little bit. As long as you don't, as long as sandalwood isn't something that turns you off, I think you're going to really enjoy this fragrance. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. I love the note of plum, and it uses it great. Good quality here. This is like from Lattafa's higher quality line, from their Pride line. So it does smell a little bit higher quality than some of the other Lattafas that I've tried. So Vintage Radio is a great selection. All right, next one up we have is for the people out there that want to be smelling different this year. You want to stand out. You want something that's unique. This is a unique rose fragrance. This is Moschino Toy Boy. Now, this is probably the most divisive one on this list. You're going to have people that absolutely cannot stand this one. Maybe it smells like an old lady, and sometimes rose can come across as a little bit of this like grandma smell to it. The rose note is definitely one that tends to be associated more with women and older women. You know, not every guy out there wants to smell like a bed of roses, but that's not all you get here. You don't just get the rose, you get this really nice woodiness, this cedar wood prominence that takes the rose femininity, if that's a word, and turns it into a definitely more masculine fragrance with the prominent cedar wood. So it kind of combines that, it evens it out, balances it out really nice. And definitely a unique fragrance that will make you stand out, and also a unique bottle that will really stand out in your collection. So if you're a person that likes to go for unique type fragrances, this is definitely one that you may want to check out. I think you should sample it before you buy it. I blind bought it and I like it. But admittedly, I don't wear it as much as I just like to smell it. But happy to own it. This is the 30 ml, and I got it at a decent price. I did find it, I think, at Ross. So Moschino Toy Boy. Two more. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Vince Camuto, Homme Intenso. So if you know the original Vince Camuto Homme is a really great fresh fragrance with a little bit of maturity. Doesn't smell youthful. Just perfect everyday type fragrance for a business professional. This is pretty much the same type of scent profile, just it is truly a more intense flanker. And the woodiness is ramped up, the performance is ramped up. It is just a little bit like of a more dense, more prominent, more powerful scent profile. If you have a hard time finding this one, you can go with the original, and they do really smell pretty similar. So if you can't find this one, go with the original. That's a really good option. They're both pretty affordable, and they work pretty much in every single situation. Maybe not so great in the winter, but you could still probably pull it off in the daytime. Both very versatile, very professional smells. If you're looking just for something, you know, easygoing, straightforward, that is going to work, that is professional, can be worn every day, Vince Camuto Homme or Homme Intenso is a great option for pretty much everybody out there. All right, last one up is Lattafa Asad. You guys probably know about this one. Clone of Sauvage Elixir. I get this like Coca-Cola, vanilla Coca-Cola type smell here, this like effervescent, sparkly. And this thing is a beast. 4 or 5 sprays, you guys are good. Definitely don't want to overspray this one. Definitely not on the same quality as Sauvage Elixir, but again, this one is $25 compared to like $130 to $140 of the Sauvage Elixir. And for the price, definitely not gonna have any complaints as far as how it smells. Definitely wearable, doesn't smell like super cheap. Just trying to manage expectations when you buy these clones. You know, don't expect them to be ever really as good as the real deal. But for the price, I think it's an excellent pickup, especially if you're trying to save some money and have something with good performance. It's going to work in the cooler months as we are going through January at the time of filming this video. So that's my 10 recommendations to get your year started smelling great. I appreciate you guys. Excited to see where the channel is going to go. I do have the fragrance that I ordered for the giveaway coming. Mail's a little slow right now with the new year, but I think it should arrive this week, and I will be giving you the details on how to enter, maybe doing 1 or 2 giveaways for the 1,000 member celebration. So thank you guys for watching. Have a good first week of 2024, and yeah, take care. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for spending some time. Peace out, everybody. See you on the next one.